Now at 10, mourning the mother of murder victim Martha Moxley. The woman who endured decades of legal drama and the unrelenting media spotlight died on Christmas Eve. Some years before her death, she spoke exclusively with us about how she carried on with dignity and humility.
Some people in East Hartford are still on the naughty list. I'm Kate Pattyfoot, and coming up, what we know about a string of ATM robberies and how people here are reacting.
The day after Christmas is internationally known as Boxing Day. I'm Julia LeBlanc, and coming up, we'll take you to West Farms Mall, where we'll explain what that means and how people are taking advantage.
And we'll take you to a joy-filled Connecticut celebration of Kwanzaa as that holiday begins tonight.
Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Bridget Bjorlo. We are following breaking news in Branford tonight. Firefighters made a grisly discovery after putting out a fire in a barn on North Ivy Street. You're looking at that area on the map on your screen here. A body was discovered inside the barn, possibly someone who was reported missing and thought to be inside that burning barn. Although flames spread to an adjacent unit, firefighters were able to swiftly bring them under control. The Branford Fire Marshal, Branford Police, and the Connecticut State Police are all investigating. Fox 61 is heading to the scene right now, and we'll bring you information and video as soon as we get it. Also tonight, the Connecticut mother, whose almost 50-year crusade for justice for her murdered daughter is finally laid to rest. Dorothy Moxley has died at age 92. The family says Dorothy Moxley died from flu complications and possibly pneumonia at her home in New Jersey on Tuesday. Moxley fought for decades to solve the murder of her daughter, Martha Moxley, a 15-year-old girl who was clubbed to death outside her home. In October 1975, Martha Moxley's body was found at the family estate in Greenwich, right across the street from the family home of Michael Skakel, a Kennedy cousin. Skakel was convicted in her murder back in 2002, but the state Supreme Court vacated his conviction in 2018. Dorothy Moxley granted Fox 61 an exclusive interview in May 2018. She spoke about her daughter and coping with all that's happened in the years since Martha was killed.
When someone in your family is murdered, it never goes away. It just never goes away. But you learn where to put it. You know, it's there on the coffee table, but it's there. You know, maybe you don't handle it you don't have to pick it up every day, or you don't have to dust it every day, but it's there.
Moxley told us she carried on by finding joy in the small things, such as her cat Sergeant, Orchid, and the Yankees. Dorothy Moxley was 92 years old, and you can read more about her at fox61.com. Now to a crime wave. The police in East Hartford and Manchester are investigating tonight a series of ATM thefts. Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot has that story tonight.
2 ATM robberies happened on Christmas. One of them happened right here at the Valero gas station on Silver Lane. The Valero gas station in East Hartford off of Silver Lane was broken into on Christmas. Thieves forced open the front door and stole the ATM. The door has since been put back together with the help of the lumber you see on your screens. Neighbors in the area that come here often are shocked.
I feel violated along with him. You know, I feel violated. This is a store that's in the community, and it's here to service the people. So he's not here to service the thieves. He's here to make a profit, to take care and provide for his family as well.
Other people I spoke to say they know the owner and feel bad that this happened, especially on Christmas. Officers say when it comes to ATMs in the stores, they shouldn't be visible and they should not be in the front. There's not much information on the thieves that took the ATM, but we do know they were driving a black Acura MDX. In East Hartford, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Kay, thank you very much. Well, if you enjoyed today, get ready for even more warm weather tomorrow. Let's check in with meteorologist Sam Sampiri for a first look at the forecast. Sam, how's it shaping up?
Well, as you're saying about a warmer day tomorrow, I'm talking about one more bitter cold night tonight, Bridget, because we're already down to 16 in Granby, Windsor, 18 Bristol, 21 in Chester. So teens and lower 20s across many parts of Connecticut. Even down in the shoreline, we're down to 22 in Brantford, 18 in Torrington, and 24 in the Groton, New London. High pressure in control, calm winds, good radiation and cooling. That's why it's going to be so cold. Down into the teens. I think some towns by tomorrow morning, you don't see it here, but we can get down to 9 or 10 degrees, for example, Bakerville or Staffordville, some of those colder valleys. And then during the day tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, some high clouds will start to dim some of that sun, but a milder day. Look at this, mid to upper 30s, sun going down at 4:27. That's an extra 8 more minutes than we had when it was going down at 4:19 a couple of weeks ago. So getting a few minutes of daylight now on the other side of that winter solstice and on the other side of Christmas. Look at these high temperatures, 35 to 40 by tomorrow afternoon. However, we might have to pay a little bit of a price for a warming trend over the weekend. We'll talk about possible icy spots early Saturday morning, and then a big warm-up and rain going right into next week. All the details coming up on your Fox 61 7-day forecast. Bridget?
Sounds good, Sam. We will talk soon. Thank you. And if you spent any part of your day in the mall, congratulations for surviving the post-Christmas rush. West Farms was jam-packed all day long with people making their unhappy returns and just shopping for some bargains. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc was there for the international retail holiday known as Boxing Day.
Well, Santa may have left his seat here at the mall, but a lot of people are still taking advantage of some holiday deals here at West Farms for what's internationally known as Boxing Day.
The day after Christmas and Hanukkah, some local malls are flourishing with foot traffic.
We've done some Christmas shopping, and now we have some Christmas presents that we need to exchange and return.
Raisa Armada and her daughter Sienna are braving the crowds at West Farms Mall for what has become a family holiday tradition.
It's just a sort of a way of, getting things in and out of the house and making sure that everyone got what they wanted and gets to enjoy their new presents.
They're joined by many others to catch long-lasting deals, make some returns, and buy new things. In the UK and Canada, this day is observed as Boxing Day, and many American retailers are catching on.
Gift card redemption is a big day, the week leading after Christmas. I think it's a great day to come back in and take advantage of those post-holiday sales and pick out something just for you.
Those deals are what drag people in year after year.
Her husband's my brother, and he used to say, "Are you two nuts? You're going out the day after Christmas?" I said, "That's when we get all our bargains."
And Jeanette Richard and her shopping squad are getting smarter. They bring in reinforcements to shop until they drop.
And last year, we didn't have a cart, and our arms were killing us as we walked out with the bags. So I mentioned it to my friend. She goes, "I've got a cart." I said, "You can come with us."
It's a tactic they'll be sure to make their new tradition as they find steals to send them into the new year.
Hot cocoa, which is regularly $30, and what did we get it for? $4.99. So nice stocking gifts for next year. We did good. We did real good.
A type of commitment retailers are starting to rely on.
That post-holiday week is a really important week for retailers as they're looking to meet their goals for the 2024 season.
Well, if you couldn't make it out on Boxing Day, you still have time, of course, to make those returns. Just check your receipts to make sure you don't miss the window. We are at West Farms in West Hartford. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Julia, thanks. It's the second night of Hanukkah, and in East Hampton, a menorah was lit on the town green for the very first time. Rabbi Israel Stock called it a monumental occasion and told those assembled it is important to share the message of good overcoming evil and of goodness and of kindness. And last night, New Haven held a ceremony to light its giant menorah on the green to mark the beginning of the Jewish holiday. The menorah stands 30 feet tall. This is the 43rd year New Haven has held a public ceremony to celebrate the 8-night holiday, which commemorates a victory over oppression. Thousands of years ago, according to tradition, the oil in a lamp was only supposed to last one night, but instead kept the flames burning for 8 straight nights, inspiring the Jewish army to overcome its enemies.
We are lighting the menorah, which represent light, and that's the message that we have for the world, that we want light over darkness. We see a lot of darkness in the world today, and a little bit of a light can get rid of a lot of darkness.
In addition to the lighting ceremony, there was music, dancing, and festive food. Hanukkah lasts through January 2nd this year. And tonight, the 7-night celebration of African American culture, Kwanzaa, got underway. Take a listen. Dancers, drummers, and community leaders gathered in New Haven City Hall atrium tonight for the event hosted by the Black and Hispanic Caucus of the New Haven Board of Elders. The annual celebration of African American and Pan-African cultures reaffirms history, values, family, and community.
New Haven is a city that is full of culture, and we have great performances. We have dancers, we have drummers, but the most important part is talking about the principles that Kwanzaa represent. Unity is the most important one because we have to stand united.
The theme of this year's celebration is Let Your Light Shine, and that was evident in the dancing, drumming, and joy of those taking part tonight. The observance of Kwanzaa runs through January 1st. Tomorrow, Kamara's Cultural Corner on Albany Avenue in Hartford has a full afternoon of Kwanzaa activities planned. Doors will open at noontime. There will be bingo, and at 2 p.m. a Kwanzaa celebration program followed by a community dinner that starts at 5:30. In other news tonight, the airports are quiet for now after a very busy day. Bradley was bustling, and tomorrow is expected to be even busier. We sent a crew to Bradley International this morning to monitor the lines and even speak with travelers. There were periods when lines were so backed up and other times when there was no wait at all for security. Marissa from Monroe says she was surprised by how many people were at the airport.
There wasn't a lot of traffic, but once I got here, it's packed. I've never seen the airport so packed.
Marissa tells us she's trading in the Connecticut cold for warmer weather in Miami. As a reminder, whether it's Bradley, Tweed, Logan, or TF Green, get to the airport early. The advice is 2 hours at least ahead of your flight. Security lines fluctuate throughout the day, and it's best to play it safe so you don't run into any issues. Most airlines, again, recommend arriving 2 hours before your scheduled departure, so give yourself extra time. And we have much more coming up on the Fox 61 News at 10. Thinking about a getaway in the new year? We'll look at 4 travel trends that experts have identified for 2025. But first, a tragedy in picturesque New England town. Carbon monoxide poisoning is blamed for 4 deaths inside a home. And anyone who's driven down to New Jersey knows you're bound to hit a pothole or two, but this? Stay tuned to find out where a monster sinkhole opened up today. Sam?
And Bridget, we have a quiet day after Christmas. One more quiet day for Friday, then changes on the way. We have not 1, but 2 storms that will be tracking. Will they be wet or white? Details coming up next. Stay with us, please.
Why stay up late? Get your news early with Fox 61 News at 10. Or watch anytime on demand with Fox 61 Plus. Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Streaming live or on demand on Fox 61 Plus.
Area Cooperative Educational Services, ACES, operates 3 magnet schools, 9 special education schools, and 5 alternative education programs. Our schools and services are designed to meet the educational needs of our communities and provide opportunities for collaboration and efficiencies to our member districts. We are also a proud sponsor of Fox 61 Student News, giving students a voice for the stories that matter to them. ACES, dedicated to enhancing and transforming lives through education, innovation, and leadership.
Let your love give back. During the Subaru of New England Share the Love event. Head home for the holidays in the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $319 per month. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and our Subaru retailers will donate $300 to charity.
At Cloder Farms Sofa Event, come visit our showrooms in Ellington to find the perfect new sofa for your home. Cloder Farms, the best place to find the best built custom sofa of your dreams.
Come to Cloder Farms.
Hi, it's Michael.
And Christine.
From Connecticut Mattress.
How about a New Year's resolution to sleep better and save big?
Save up to $800 off brand name mattress sets.
And get a free bedding bundle.
Puts us in a festive mood. Sleep better.
Feel better.
With Connecticut Mattress.
Fox 61 Weather Impact. Your weather when you need it.
Now, Fox 61 Weather Impact with meteorologist Sam Sampieri.
And good Thursday evening, everyone. A quiet day after Christmas. Temperatures actually a little bit warmer than yesterday. Got in the mid to upper 30s to near 40 across the area. Not much wind. And we have one more quiet day tomorrow. Bright sun, a bit milder, maybe a degree or two warmer. And then we have a little bit of possibility of some light icing on Saturday morning. It will be spotty in a few towns, but that's the way it looks now. It could be worse. I'm not thinking a bad ice storm. Certainly not. We'll have to see how things materialize. Mainly a light rain system on Saturday into Saturday night. That comes to an end, a lull, and then more rain for Sunday evening into Monday, and then again next Wednesday. So an active weather pattern, but turning warmer. And it will be wet and not white. 18 in Torrington, the 27 Chester. Again, a lot of you are down in the lower and middle teens in those normally colder valleys. High pressure in control and low pressure down here coming out of the Gulf states will be moving up to our west. It'll be a weak system, that one. The other two coming out of California will also go to our west. Check out these temperatures across all of the Northeast. 4 in Bangor, Maine, 11 Albany. So we have the coldest air mass here in the Northeast across the nation. Look at Buffalo up to 32, 39 in Pittsburgh. So you see some warmer air off to our south and west as the jet stream is going to take a turn and bring all this warm southerly winds up. And we're going to bring some moisture too. The question is it below freezing on Saturday morning? So we have storm number 1 going to our west. This storm coming out of the Pacific is going to march across the country and again go to our west early next week. So when you have that kind of a storm track, basically it's a warm solution. So let's time out tonight. You can see clear skies. Overnight lows by tomorrow morning will average basically between around 9 and 19 degrees above zero. And then during the day tomorrow, some high clouds. Otherwise, a mostly sunny day with highs in the 30s. Increasing clouds. Here it is at 4 a.m. starting to get a little bit of light shower activity, maybe a little light drizzle. We'll have to be careful here. You see temperatures are near and below freezing. Not a lot going on, but the radar depiction may not pick up a lot of this little light freezing precipitation. And then the precipitation moves in, a steady batch of rain. And it looks like temperatures will be above freezing by then. The only places would be in the Connecticut River Valley where you might have a little bit of cold air stuck. How much rainfall? On the order of 1/10 to 1/4 inch. And then we go to Sunday night into Monday, storm number 2, and that'll move in. And actually have storm number 3 moving in also on a Wednesday. And how much rainfall? Well, you know, we're going to put that into motion, and then we're going to keep going right through Monday. So we could pick up another 1 inch to 1.5 inches and possibly 2 to 3 inches by the time we get to next week. Here's your Fox 61 7-day forecast. Active weather pattern turning warmer into next week. New Year's Day looks rainy and warm near 50. Bridget?
Okay, Sam, thank you very much. In other news tonight, the Connecticut State Police tell us they responded to more than 1,600 calls in the first 3 days of this holiday week. And among those calls, troopers say they stopped nearly 170 drivers. 15 were suspected of being under the influence. The agency says there were 150 crashes. 14 of them had injuries. Call volume is expected to remain high through the weekend as well as next week leading up to New Year's Day. First responders in New Hampshire are investigating the deaths of 4 people on Christmas Day. This happened at a house in Wakefield, about 50 miles west of Portland, Maine. Police went to the home to do a welfare check. They say the victims likely died of carbon monoxide poisoning. So far, they haven't said how this happened. Neighbors say they were stunned when they heard about this.
I was very surprised. Like Nona says, we didn't know the folks, but just thinking about it and something like that happening, I mean, you don't know it's coming. It's like the silent killer. And whether they had detectors, evidently they didn't work if they did have them.
Very sad situation there. Autopsies are now underway. Officials have not released the identities of those killed, but this tragedy serves as a grim reminder that households need a functional carbon monoxide detector year-round. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. Aside from the feeling of symptoms like the only way to know if your home has a leak is through a detector. Many fire departments in our state have programs to help with the installation, so reach out to them if you need help getting a detector inside your home. And up next on the Fox 61 News at 10, your chance to end the year a billionaire is coming. We've got details on the gigantic Mega Millions jackpot that's growing, and growing. And then next at 11, there are some big changes coming for the Social Security Administration in 2025, and it could impact your pockets. The monthly boost in pay that might be on the way for you.
Dr. Larson was in a car accident.
She can't remember the last 8 years of her life.
What's wrong?
We got divorced.
What? I need to know what happened. A lot happened, Mom.
Now, Dr. Larson is asking questions. I want to tell her we were together.
If I'm going to get my life back, I need the truth.
Doc, series premiere, January 7th on Fox.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. And right now, get 15% off everything. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
New Englanders know that for towing, hauling, plowing, your New England Ford dealers are your truck headquarters. For a full lineup that can handle any kind of job, in any kind of weather, Ford F-Series, including F-150 and Super Duty, America's best-selling trucks for 47 straight years. And when you buy a commercial truck by December 31st, you could pick up some big savings come tax time. Now get 1.9% APR for 60 months, plus up to $3,000, or lease for $259 a month for 24 months.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? Old lang syne, my dear, old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Fox, home of Super Bowl 59.
And now for a weather update. The polar vortex is bringing a lot of snow. Good news for a white Christmas, but just be safe getting home. The storm will be here through the night. As will I.
The December to Remember sales event.
Get special offers on select NX models.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. And right now, get 15% off everything. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, on air, online, and on demand.
Welcome back. Hartford makes the list of top 10 housing hotspots for 2025. The National Association of Realtors looked at factors like available homes on the market, higher income growth, and immigration trends. Rounding out the list were Knoxville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Indianapolis, Indiana, among other metro areas. The NAR also predicts good news for those looking to buy a home in the new year, with mortgage rates expected to stabilize near 6%. We have the full list of housing hotspots right on our website, fox61.com. And if you're thinking of taking a road trip next year or even an air trip as well, Airbnb is predicting 4 trends for 2025. They include so-called soft travel. Those are trips focused on simplicity that are less stressful and more beneficial to one's mental health, such as the beach. If that's not your speed, how about group getaways, specifically family and multi-generational trips? Lastly, experiential travel.
Some highlights include Raja Ampat in Indonesia, a diverse paradise with unmatched marine beauty and biodiversity, and Guatemala, which invites visitors to immerse themselves in century-old traditions amongst epic backdrops of volcanic peaks. We also have American cities, everything from Boise, Idaho, with a surprising European flair in the American West, all the way to Los Angeles.
Another trend for 2025 is frontier tourism. That's visiting remote locations and connecting with nature. Well, the Mega Millions lottery has now risen above $1 billion, so get your lottery tick soon. No one hit the jackpot in the Christmas Eve drawing. Now the jackpot has soared to $1.15 billion. The next one is tomorrow night. This is the largest prize ever offered in the month of December. If the winner chooses the cash option, they get a whopping $516 million. And still ahead on the Fox 61 News at 10, baseball legend Ricky Henderson is just one of the greats that we lost in 2024. Coming up, we'll look back at the many famous names from the world of sports, film, theater, and politics who died this year. But first, the strike by Starbucks baristas has gone venti, expanding nationwide, including here in Connecticut. We'll show you the impacts. And somehow the NORAD tracker didn't pick up where Santa Claus headed after his whirlwind trip around the world yesterday, but our cameras actually caught him water skiing. We'll tell you where ahead on Connecticut's news station. Stay with us.
Whether you're waking up or working out, we know that life has you moving fast. And with everyone on the go, we understand that every moment matters. That's why there's Fox 61 Plus. Local news streaming live or on demand, so you can watch on your schedule. Breaking news from your community, local weather and traffic updates, and all the top stories of the day at your convenience. Download Fox 61 Plus on your streaming device today and get your news when you need it.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the Season of Audi Sales event.
Hi, it's Michael.
And Christine.
From Connecticut Mattress.
How about a New Year's resolution to sleep better and save big?
Save up to $800 off brand name mattress sets.
And get a free bedding bundle.
Puts us in a festive mood. Sleep better.
Feel better.
With Connecticut Mattress.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma. Wow.
Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Lease a new 2024 Tacoma with four-wheel drive for just $289 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for a full 72 months on a new 2025 Tundra.
Toyotathon ends January 6th.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you dream it, we'll build it.
And custom doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to drive up the price.
At Cloder Farms, now's the time to get 15 to 20% off 2024 pricing. Plus, get 0% financing and free delivery. Garages, barns, pool houses, sheds, and more. All fully customizable and the perfect addition to your yard. And get 15 to 20% off 2024 pricing.
You look out the window and it makes you happy.
Come to Cloder Farms. Go to Greco, go to Greco.
Go
Celebrate the season at the all-new Greco Ford of Brantford. Enjoy a fresh car buying experience under new ownership and new management. Plus huge year-end savings. Every Expedition 10 grand off. Bronco Sports $299 a month or F-150s $599 a month. Come meet the new team and we'll show you car buying done right. It's time to celebrate the season at Greco Ford of Brantford.
We'll save you thousands. We guarantee it.
Why stay up late? Get your news early with Fox 61 News at 10. Or watch anytime on demand with Fox 61 Plus. Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Streaming live or on demand on Fox 61 Plus.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the season of Audi sales event.
You're watching Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thanks for staying with us on the Fox 61 News at 10:30. I'm Bridget Bjorlo. We're glad you're here. The weather is trending warmer, but first we have another cold night. Let's check in with meteorologist Sam Samperius. Sam, how cold are we talking?
Well, we're going to get down into the teens, and we already have some towns there already, even some lower teens in some of the colder towns. It's not the coldest morning. We had that the other morning when it got down into the single digits. High pressure in control, and with the high in control, with very little wind, allows good radiation of cooling, and that's why we are very chilly. Look at the temperatures already down to 15 in Granby. How about 13 in Winstead, 16 in Thomaston? So here we are already down in the middle teens, even lower teens in some towns. Low 20s across coastal Connecticut, of course. And so overnight, we'll have clear skies, lows down between 10 and 15 degrees, maybe even a little bit colder than what these numbers are showing you. But tomorrow, we'll have it a mostly sunny day, some high clouds later, 35 to 40. And you can see tonight the temperature profile, and tomorrow, partly cloudy, 35 to 40. Coming up, I'll detail the weekend. We might have to deal with a little icing, and we'll talk about a warm-up and rain. All the details coming up in a few minutes. Bridget?
Mix of everything there. Sam, thank you very much. Well, it's that time of year where we start to look back on the events that define 2024. From a historic medal count at the Olympics to mid-air disasters, there is so much to talk about. Here's part one of our 2024 year in review. From the beginning, it was a turbulent year for Boeing. In January, the door of an Alaska Air 737 blew out midair. Investigations later revealed a lack of quality control at some Boeing facilities and contractors. The company lost billions of dollars in revenue and stock value and missed delivery on some of its planes. And if that wasn't enough, Boeing also dealt with a major labor strike. Thousands walked off the job for almost 2 months, demanding better pay and better working conditions. In October, the company was forced to tighten its belt and announced plans to cut 17,000 jobs. It was one of the most dramatic accidents in American history. In the early morning hours of March 26th, a container ship rammed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore and caused the 3 main spans to collapse. At least 6 people were killed, and all shipping in Baltimore Harbor was halted for 11 weeks straight. The bridge is expected to be rebuilt by 2028 at a cost of $2 billion.
Yeah, the sun's like, hey guys, I'm the boss of the solar system.
On April 8th, much of the country came to a standstill and broke out special glasses for a total solar eclipse visible across wide parts of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Astronomers say we won't see another one like this until year 2045. Donald Trump faced down charges in 4 separate court cases this year. His only conviction came in New York, where a jury found him guilty of falsifying business records to cover up an alleged affair with Stormy Daniels. It could be vacated before he returns to the Oval Office in January because 2 federal cases were dismissed. And a Supreme Court decision ruled presidents have almost total immunity for official actions taken in office.
The summer kicked off the Olympic opening ceremony like no other. Paris pulled out all the stops for the 2024 Summer Games, including an opening spectacle on the Seine River. But the river later became a liability after multiple swimming events had to be postponed or relocated due to high levels of bacteria found in the water. In the end, Team USA topped the chart with 126 total medals, including 40 gold.
That only takes us throughout part of the year. So tomorrow night, we'll take a look back at the record-breaking hurricane season, the historic presidential election, and much more. The presidential inauguration is only 25 days away, and as President Biden winds down his time in office, he had a very busy week. He signed 50 bills into law on Monday and marked his 235th federal judge confirmed. Grady Trimble shows us what the president has prioritized these last few days in office.
President Biden and his family arrived in St. Croix Thursday, his final holiday before leaving the White House next month. In the new year, Biden will return to Washington with just days until President-elect Trump is inaugurated on January 20th. Already 25 days out from that day, speculation is mounting as to what the incoming president will prioritize, particularly after Russia launched a Christmas Day strike on Ukraine, putting added pressure on the incoming Trump administration to put an end to the ongoing war in Eastern Europe.
The big question is, what is our position? What's our plan? What's the objectives?
For his part, Trump does appear focused on overhauling U.S. foreign policies. On Christmas Day, the president-elect narrowing in on Panama, repeating threats made over the weekend that the U.S. should regain control of the Panama Canal.
This complete ripoff of our country will immediately stop.
But with the start of a new year around the corner, Americans appear to be heading into it exhausted by political news. A new national poll showing a majority have felt the need to step back and take time off from their news intake. 7 in 10 Democrats taking a break, as well as 6 in 10 Republicans. Still, with a new year comes a new Congress and a busy schedule in 2025.
I do think when Congress is involved, we're going to see more policy stability for the decisions that President Trump can make on his own. I think that's where we're going to see more instability and a lack of predictability.
On his first day in office, President-elect Trump is planning a flurry of executive orders and directives, but those can be subject to court challenges. At the White House, Grady Trimble, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We are following new developments in the crash of a passenger jet overseas that killed more than 30 passengers and may have been caused by Russian rockets. The plane was flying to Russia and was hundreds of miles off course when it crashed on Christmas Day with 62 passengers on board. Only 29 of them survived the crash. Aviation experts say that the cause was likely Russian air defense missiles. It's still unclear why the plane was diverted from its original course, but local leaders are blaming bad weather. Russian aviation officials are blaming a bird strike. Tonight, 7 of the 29 survivors were flown to another city in Azerbaijan for treatment. They're mostly seriously injured, but we are going to be following their developments. Both pilots were killed in the crash, and among the survivors being treated are 2 children. Back here at home, the Starbucks strike is expanding to hundreds of stores nationwide, including some stores right here in Connecticut. Approximately 5,000 employees in more than 300 stores across 45 states are now on strike. It's all over better pay and better working conditions. They say the company proposed an economic package without wage increases for union baristas and a guaranteed raise of only 1.5% in future years.
We still have hundreds of unresolved unfair labor practice complaints against Starbucks, and we have also not reached a bargaining agreement with them. They have failed to offer us a viable, serious economic proposal.
Starbucks says the strike has had minimal effect, with about 170 Starbucks stores not opening as planned out of over 10,000. 98% of stores continue to operate and serve customers. Well, did you recognize this dog? Enfield police want to find its owner after it was left abandoned in Brainerd Park. Police say he's an adult pit bull mix. He was found tied to a tree. He only had enough leash to move 1 foot in every direction. You can contact Enfield Animal Control if you know anything about this dog, but clearly it's smiling. It's happy to be rescued. Drivers in northern New Jersey had a tough time today getting around due to a huge sinkhole in I-80. Take a look at this video. A portion of the road was swallowed up. The Department of Transportation warned drivers of delays between northern New Jersey and Pennsylvania. All lanes going eastbound on I-80 will be closed in the area of Wharton, New Jersey until further notice. Crews are working to repair the hole, but it's unknown exactly how long that could take. Now, check this out. Santa Claus is enjoying some well-deserved rest tonight. He had a busy night last night, not just because he flew his sleigh all around the world yesterday in the span of 24 hours, of course, but after his trip around that planet, he stopped for a water skiing break in Alexandria, Virginia. Look at him go. He is moving. He's done this every year since 1986. Who knew? St. Nick and all the elves, the reindeer, and if you look closely, you'll even see the Grinch. Okay, the Grinch is part of it too. Pretty cool. Looks like a fun time. Still ahead on the Fox 61 News at 10. The zoo in Washington is getting ready to reveal those new pandas from China. We'll introduce you to them after the break. And 2024 is coming to an end next week. So coming up, we will look back at some of the big names who left us this year, from the movies to music and from sports to politics. Stay with us. You're watching Connecticut's news station.
Fox 61 Weather Impact. Your weather when you need it.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. With the pulling power to prove it. Tow hitches of the world. Prepare for glory. Get 3.9% APR on 2024 Sierra heavy-duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. And right now, get 15% off everything. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
Welcome to Connecticut Home Generator Systems' spectacular showroom in Newington, the largest generator showroom and service center in Connecticut. At Connecticut Home Generator Systems, we feature the 3 most highly rated generators, Briggs & Stratton, Kohler, and Generac. Don't take a shot in the dark. Come in and see for yourself at the all-new Connecticut Home Generator Systems showroom on Payne Road in Newington.
Connecticut Home Generator Systems. We give the power back to you.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Get a final day special now. Lease an Elantra SEL for $159 a month or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
I'm a club volleyball player, and I'm pretty good at it. You know, ball's in the corner, and I fling myself, and I get it up, and everybody's cheering. It just feels so good. But when my feet hurt, it sucks. And it feels like both my sides are just, like, coming up, and they're just ripping the middle of it. I told my mom, and she took me into Good Feet, and now I could just run without thinking that my foot's tearing in half. It's way better. My name's Taylor, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. And right now, get 15% off everything. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
Now, Fox 61 Weather Impact with meteorologist Sam Sampieri.
And yes, we have one more quiet day, a bit milder though tomorrow. Could get into the low 40s, then a few icy spots for early Saturday morning. Possible, not a big deal either way. And then some light rain for most of us the rest of the day. And then warm and wet to end 2024. Another batch of rain for Sunday night into Monday, and then again on Wednesday. So very stormy pattern shaping up, but it will be mostly wet and not white. But look at these temperatures this evening. 13 in Winstead, 16 Thomaston, Bristol coming in at 16, down to 13 in Summer. So some very cold temperatures as those normally colder valleys. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we get some single digits by early tomorrow morning in those normally colder spots. Here's a temperature profile at our reporting stations. Always a little bit warmer. So lows by tomorrow morning will average in the teens. And again, some upper single digits in those colder towns, so near 20 along the shore. High pressure in control, the reason why we have light winds. It's nearby, and therefore no pressure gradient, and allows good radiation or cooling. Next system, again, we're going to have this low pressure system come on up. It's sort of a pseudo warm front that will be developing and giving us that little light precipitation for Saturday. Meanwhile, we'll have storm number 2 coming out of the Pacific. That's going to be marching across the country and heading to our west, and that will give us another rainmaker for Sunday night into Monday. So highs for your Friday, not bad at all, averaging about 35 to 42. Actually, upper 30s to lower 40s for tomorrow afternoon. That's because we will have a southwest wind at 5 to 10. And now, tomorrow night, that's when we drop those temperatures down into the 20s. We are going to be watching for a little bit of light icing, but I think for the most part, we're going to be just fine. It'll be those normally pockets, valleys here where you get those pockets of freezing rain, and that could be a potential of a little icy conditions. But other than that, temperatures are going to warm up. After that, we're going to be well above freezing, and then we are really going to get into some rain as we head towards Sunday night into Monday as that storm goes to our west. And then we'll clear out for Monday evening into Tuesday. And then here we go again on New Year's Day. Check it out. Temperatures warming up into the 50s. I'll step out of the way. And then you'll see, once we get by that rain, we'll start to cool down by Thursday. Right now, I'm thinking on the total rainfall between now and next Wednesday, it'll be on the order of about 2 to 3 inches. All in all, Bridget, get ready for some warmer temperatures.
I'm looking forward to those warmer temps. Thank you, Sam. Well, we invite you to take a few minutes now to recall the treasured actors, beloved musicians, the center fielder who made The Catch, and the man at the center of the so-called trial of the century. All people we lost this year who left a lasting mark on the world and so many lives as well.
I am your father. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you.
Eye the tiger, come on.
West throws it up.
He was a master at understanding how to bring in the right guy at the right time.
Hello?
Buddy, I think we have to talk. Buddy.
There's nothing simpler than avoiding people you don't like. Avoiding one's friends, that's the real test.
It is time for another season and another purpose under heaven.
He was getting dressed for the party, and there's truth and poetry in that.
A two-time All-Star and a Gold Glove winner.
Good morning. I'm Charles Osgood, and this is Sunday Morning.
Could be the start of something good.
Line drive upfield, he's done it. He throws 3,000 hits.
Throw swing.
There it is, get out, get out.
did not bet on baseball.
Yes, I did.
Only thing you miss is being young. Chance to do it all over.
I think I'm gonna have to go supersize.
With a good move back. One of these guys going to walk off this court and say, today I am the greatest player in the entire world.
The green's that way. Sure.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Women and children first.
You have no power here.
Gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way.
Even good was good enough for me. Good enough for me, Bobby McGee.
We'll do that in 2 and 2. Be right back.
The 20th falls ahead of the 15. That does it. He broke the record. There he goes, getting off at Sunset.
Find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
1, 2.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a man.
We shouldn't have ran. Yeah. Turbo terminates it.
Would you like to have a roll in the hay?
Tipped in by Johnny Goodrow.
I can't take any more scares.
Stop eyeballing me, boy. I'll rip your eyeballs out the sockets. What's the matter with you? Cut me loose. Kunta Kinte.
Now you know how it feels to be free, Fiddler.
See, they're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
And I'm not here because I'm a player. I'm here because of managing.
And they'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette.
Boy, now I'm in trouble.
Hi, I'm Patty Simcox. Welcome to Ride Down.
In the way
way that you are is enough. Everyone else in the room can see it.
Ricky goes, a pitch ticket, he's going to have it. He does, representing number 939.
But today, I'm the greatest of all time.
Don't hang back. I'd love it.
Good night.
Mr. Sutherland!
I have a problem, Miss Everdeen.
1, 2, 3.
Don't let the old man in.
There's electricity in the air at your New England Ford dealers, your electric vehicle headquarters, where you'll find the exciting Ford Lightning, the only EV that can say it's a Ford F-150, and the super quick Ford Mustang Mach-E with storage in the front and the back, along with a whole host of high-tech features. These EVs are in stock and ready for immediate delivery. The future is here, and its name is Ford. Now get 0% APR for 72 months plus up to $6,000 bonus cash on Ford Mustang Mach-E and Lightning.
When questions pile up about your estate, your loved ones, your future, you need a beacon of clarity. At BPS, we're a collaborative team ready to answer every question, tackle every challenge. At BPS Lawyers, you get more than a lawyer. You get a law firm.
Wrap up the year with style and great savings during Raymore & Flanigan's year-end sale. You'll find deep discounts and limited-time deals to warm up every room in your home. Experience the benefits of great sleep with mattress savings on all top brands like Beauty Rest, Tempur-Pedic, and more. All are in stock and ready for free next-day mattress delivery. Want to buy now and pay later? Take advantage of 72-month no-interest financing. Don't wait. The year-end sale is going on now at Raymore & Flanigan.
Come in and share the love.
Let your love give back. During the Subaru of New England Share the Love event. Head home for the holidays in the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $319 per month. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and our Subaru retailers will donate $300 to charity.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage and in PSA can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Fox 61 Plus. Your news. Your weather. Your traffic. On your schedule. Download Fox 61 Plus on your streaming device and get your news when you need it.
Fox 61 Weather Impact. Your weather when you need it. Welcome back. The National Zoo in Washington released new video of the giant pandas ahead of their debut next month. Take a look. You can see Chingbo, and we're also talking about Soli. enjoying a merry moment today. Zoo wished everyone a happy holiday season from their wild family. The panda pair will make their official public debut on January 24th. And that's our time. Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. Stay with us, though. The Fox 61 News at 11 starts in just 30 seconds.